Welcome to Sports Talk with DeAndre Branch. On today's show, I'll be talking about Kobe Bryant's legendary career. He's getting both his jerseys, number 8 and 24, retired at halftime of the Lakers game against the Warriors tonight. Warriors head coach Steve Kerr said he's going to allow his team to sit out there and watch the whole halftime ceremony. He said it's a great moment in basketball history, and he's not going to deny his team to watch it. His numbers are almost identical in both uniforms. The only difference is he won more championships in the number 8 jersey. Kobe changed his number from 8 to 24 because that was his original favorite number. He actually wore 24 in high school before switching to 33. When he first got to the NBA, 24 was not available for the Lakers, and 33 was retired because of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He wore a 143 at the Adidas ABCD camp, and chose to wear that number because he added that up and came up to 8. When 24 became available, he changed it to his number, and that was during the 2006 and 2007 season. Kobe's tenacity and intensity could not be matched by anyone. That's the one thing that's missing from the NBA since Kobe played his last game in 2016. I will say that Oklahoma City Thunder star Russell Westbrook is the closest to matching Kobe's intensity in today's game. He's looked at by most as the hardest worker to ever play in the NBA. He literally lived in the gym to the extent that some of his teammates even thought he was crazy. But that attitude made him the player that he was, and he made him one of the greatest players to ever play in the NBA. Kobe was able to play his whole 20-year career with the Lakers, and that was his childhood team, so that's just a great dream in itself. He was one of the NBA players that got drafted out of high school. He attended Lower Merion High School in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. He was the number 13 pick in the 96 NBA draft, and he was drafted by the Charlotte Hornets. He demanded a trade and was traded to the Lakers for Vlade Divac. scorers that ever played a game. He finished his career with 33,643 points scored, which is good for third in NBA history, behind Karl Malone and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. In the playoffs history, he is fourth in league history in scoring. Along with being one of the best scorers that ever played a game, he also had a great all-around game. He's arguably the best defender from the shooting guard position that ever played a game. He's one of the most clutchest players to ever play. He never feared those big moments, and he always wanted the ball when those moments came up. Everybody in the world knew he was getting the ball, and they could not stop him from getting it. He hit so many big shots in the regular season and the playoffs. His post moves, his head fakes, and his pure athleticism made him nearly impossible to guard. On January 22nd, 2006, Kobe had his most memorable game ever. That was the night he had his 81-point game, and that was against the Toronto Raptors. He just could not be stopped that night. The Lakers ended up winning that game 122-104. This is the second most points ever scored in an NBA game behind Wilt Chamberlain's 100-point game. And that broke the Lakers franchise record of 71 points, which is the youngest player in NBA history to score 30,000 career points. He did so at 34 years and 104 days old. He's the Lakers franchise all-time leading scorer, and he won 5 NBA championships and was a 2-time Finals MVP. He was an 18-time NBA All-Star and was a 4-time All-Star Game MVP. He started the All-Star Game every year starting with his 3rd season in the league, and that trend continued until he retired. His 4 All-Star MVPs are tied for the most in NBA history with Bob Pettit. He's the youngest NBA game All-Star starter ever. He made All-NBA 15 times, 11 times on the first team, 2 times on the second team, and 2 times on the third team. He was a member of the All-Defensive Team 12 times, 9 times on the first team, and 3 times on the second team. During his rookie season, he made the NBA All-Rookie second team. In 1997, he was the NBA Slam Dunk champion, and that made him the youngest Slam Dunk champion. He won ever. 2 scoring titles. When he won his second career scoring title, Kobe became just the 5th player in league history to average at least 35 points in a whole season. During that season, he had 10 50-point games. He was the 2008 NBA MVP. He should have had more MVP awards in his career, but the NBA looks at team records when they give that award to players. And Kobe had some subpar supporting cast during those years when he should have had MVPs. Players like Tim Duncan and Steve Nash took home the awards when really it should have been Kobe. He's a 2-time Olympic gold medalist with Team USA. He won in 2008 in Beijing, China, and he won in 2012 in London. He holds the NBA record for most seasons played with the same franchise, and is also the first guard in NBA history to play at least 20 seasons. He was the first player in NBA history to have at least 30,000 points with 6,000 career assists. And he's one of only 4 players to have 25,000 points, 6,000 rebounds, and 6,000 assists. He scored 40 or more points 121 times. His 24 50-point games ranks 3rd in NBA history behind Wilt Chamberlain, who has 118, and Michael Jordan, who has 31. He scored 60 or more points 6 times. He was just the 3rd player in NBA history to average at least 40 points in a calendar month, and he did that 4 different times. He had 21 career triple-doubles. He ended his career on a good note. He scored 60 points against the Utah Jazz in his last game. That was the most points scored by a player that season. And Kobe became just the oldest player to score 60 or more points in a game at 37 years old. This concludes my show for today. I really hope y'all enjoyed it. Make sure to leave some likes and some comments down below to let me know what y'all thought about the video. Please tune in tonight to watch the Lakers and Warriors game. At halftime, Kobe will get his number retired, and this is just a great moment in NBA history. If you're a new viewer, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell beside it so you get my newest content as soon as I drop it. I hit another milestone today. I got 400 subscribers now. I really appreciate all the support and viewers that keep watching my shows. It's a great moment with me. And be out.